Hello, EL Physics class. This is Mr. Thrasher. Good morning, or maybe good afternoon, maybe good night if it's late at night. This is our first video introducing our new unit, and because we are at home, we're doing some online learning. So your job is to watch this video, and it is on Edpuzzle. So sometimes it will pause, and you'll have some questions to answer based on what you see on the screen and what Mr. Thrasher is saying. So let's get right into it. We have a new unit. We are done with power plants. We kind of had to stop because now we're at home, so we couldn't have our debate. But let's start our new unit, and it's based on a question. It says, what are stars made of? If you think at nighttime and you see stars up at night, what are those stars made of? What are the materials? And how do scientists know what they are? Interesting. Okay, this is going to take us some time to understand the physics behind what stars are made of. Now, in order to learn what stars are made of, we're going to look at our sun a little bit. We need to understand light to know what stars are made of. And we actually have to do a little bit of remembering about atoms. Okay, well, oh man, here we go, physics students. We're still gonna practice writing. That's important. Sometimes it will be just with a keyboard, but Mr. Thrasher still wants you to practice writing out by hand. So we have kind of a do now. You don't have to worry about any of these objectives. Don't worry about that. But I would like you to write down a what do you think? I want you to use a piece of paper. Now, Mr. Thrasher has an example. I just found a notebook, and you see how it says day 1 right here? Well, Mr. Thrasher wrote day 1. If you don't have a notebook, that's okay. You could use like a piece of paper, that's okay. Even if you just have, oh man, a piece of scratch paper, that's okay. But let's just write down a what do you think so we can practice writing. And here's the question. The sun is what color? So the sun is what color? What do you think? Maybe hit pause on the video, write down one sentence. I think the sun is, what color are you thinking? This is actually a difficult question to answer. We'll see a little bit why as we go. So, we're learning about stars. That was our question. What are these stars made of? And Mr. Thrasher just asked about the sun. So, how is the sun related to these stars? How are they similar? It turns out our sun is a star. Some of you maybe knew that already, but maybe some of you didn't. The things we see in the night sky, it's the same thing. It's the same material. It's the same object. This is what our sun looks like if we could kind of turn off some of the light. The sun here is just like all these other little points. The only difference is the sun is very close. It's so close that it's, oh man, it's very, very bright. Whereas these stars, they're so far away that they're not as bright. But the sun is a star. The same material, the same objects you see during night. Okay. Mr. Thrasher has a bit of a simulation I want to show real quick, and it's just a quick check. The sun is really bright, right? And in this animation, the sun is over here. Maybe like it's way over here somewhere, okay, way far away. And it has sunlight. And as the earth rotates, there's daytime and there's nighttime. How long, how much time for the earth to go all the way around once? That's one day. one day. So we have daytime and nighttime, and it's one day to go all the way around, and it's day and night because the Earth is rotating. It's rotating. Okay, that's it for that one. There's another animation I want to show you that shows the sun and the Earth. Let me pull this one. And all of these links you can check out. You can try them. They're going to be located in the description of this video or linked into Canvas, so you can access these. So here I have the sun. Here I have the Earth. Let me turn off this grid. I'm going to hit play. The Earth, our planet, goes around the sun, around and around and around. Here's the path of its movement. Another question, how much time for the Earth to go all the way around? What do you think? How much time is that? Oh, that's 1 year. 1 year, or 365 days. 1 year to go all the way around. So we're learning about stars. Our sun is a type of star. So let's just make sure we remember some important things about the Earth, sunlight, and the sun. Now, as we saw, the sun is very bright. It has a lot of light. And that light comes from the sun, and it reaches us here on Earth. Here, look, it's daytime because light is coming from the sun and it's hitting the Earth. Is any light hitting over here? No, no light. That's why it's dark. That's why it's nighttime on this side. Okay, so the sun creates light. What are the different colors of light? What are the colors of light? Well, there's red. Red is one type of light. There's orange. There's green. There's blue. There's purple. Oh, those are the colors of light, the main colors from the sun. And we sometimes see that from the sun in a rainbow. So here's a real picture of a rainbow, and here's a picture, but these are the colors of the sun. Okay. Now, Mr. Thrasher has a graph. Here's the sun. Here is the light from the sun. Now, this is a graph where this is showing how much light. Is there just a little light from the sun, or is there a lot of light? If the graph is like here, look at this. Ooh, that's just a little bit of light. But if we're way up here, oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, that's a lot of light. So this y-axis, that's showing, is there a lot of light or is it just a little bit of light? And down here, this is showing us the types of light, or like the colors, right? Here's red, here's yellow, here's green, here's blue. This is the graph of how much light our sun makes. So what color light does the sun make the most? The sun creates the most amount of what color? It's green. Look right here. Oh, it's green, almost a little bit of blue right here. This is the most amount of light. So if we're thinking what color is the sun, well, if we look at the most amount of color, it's green. That's kind of a weird answer. It's kind of funny. It's green. Does the sun create all the colors? Oh yeah, look at this. Red, yellow, green, blue, purple down here. So maybe the color of the sun is all the colors? But when you look at the sun outside, it looks kind of yellow. This is what I mean. It's kind of a difficult question to answer. Okay, I have another simulation I want to show, and we've seen this one before. If you remember at the beginning of the fall semester, we were looking at light and how humans see color. If you remember, here I have a flashlight and it creates red light. And what color do you see when red light enters your eye? You see red, of course. What color do you see if green light enters your eye? Oh, you see green light. That's easy. But what happens when we see all the colors? If Mr. Thrasher turned on all three, do you remember what colors did we see? We see white. The color white is when all the different colors enter your eye. That's important when it comes to the sun. When all the colors enter your eye, you see white. That's what white light is. The color white is when all those colors of light enter your eyes. And remember, we said the sun has all the colors. So is the sun white? Difficult question to answer. This is the key idea though. Okay, when all the colors come in, we see white. Now, that's mostly the end of this video. We're just getting started. Okay, we're trying to learn about stars, and our sun is a type of star. If we want to learn about stars, we need to learn and understand the light they create. But what is light? We didn't talk about that before. We looked at different colors, but what is it? Light is a wave. Oh, light is a wave. So in order to study stars, we need to study light, and to study light, we need to study waves. So we're starting our new unit, stars, and what a star is made of. What's the material that makes up stars? In order to do that, we need to study light, and light is a wave. So the very first thing we're going to be studying, the first physics in our next video, is about waves. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. That's the end of this video.